What is going on, Juice Boxes? We are back for another episode of the Jacked and Juicy podcast. We are back for episode number 3. As always, we want to thank everybody for the support you guys have been showing us. Each week we have done this podcast. We have been growing as far as followers on Instagram, subscribers on YouTube, and the support is just overwhelming. We appreciate everybody and anything that you guys are doing to support us. If you heard me say the term juice boxes at the beginning, we decided that is the term we're going to use to call our following, our supporters, the juice boxes, because we are the Jacked and Juicy podcast. So that'll just be what you guys use to refer to yourself as our following, as our supporters. So be on the lookout for that.
All right, what's going on, everybody? Eddie Styles back in the building. We are here with episode 3 of the Jacked and Juicy podcast. This episode, we do have our first guest on this episode, and she is...
Hey guys, I'm Angelica. I'm so excited to be here. I am a nail tech. I currently work from home. You can find me on Instagram at bs.angelica with 2 A's at the end, and my Instagram for my nail page is in my bio.
All right, so again, this is episode 3. In this episode, the topic is relationships. So we're going to get into that. And the reason why Angelica is our first guest is because she feels this is her shit, this is her topic that she could talk about. So we're going to get to that. We got a few starter questions. Going to get into that and then just go a little bit over like our perspectives and our opinions about relationships. All right, so
Let's get to it.
let's get it. Starter questions, relationship status.
Guess I'll go first. I am single, unfortunately.
I'm currently in a relationship.
I am in a relationship as well. Next question.
Everybody cuffed.
How many relationships have you been in?
2.
What are we defining as relationships?
Relationships.
Like, what defines a relationship?
I would say the title, having the title.
Like to say you're like taken, like
Yeah.
your boyfriend, girlfriend.
Boyfriend, girlfriend.
Okay.
I say title defines that relationship.
Yeah.
'Cause
How far back are we going? Like we're talking about like high school relationships.
I mean,
like
what do you consider? Do you consider high school relationship like a serious relationship?
some of them, yeah, some of them, no.
Okay.
I feel like you gotta be able to go out, talk all the time. I just feel like it has to be real feelings. I wouldn't consider any middle school relationships a real relationship.
Okay.
I just feel like it's still very young, too.
Facts. I'd say 4.
4?
4 real ones.
Real. Okay. And this is like just
I say that goes back to like high school.
high school?
Yeah.
Freshman year.
Yeah.
Okay.
How many of them were in high school?
Like 2, 3.
We were thinking
Okay.
on
Wait,
this
wait,
episode.
like,
We were
wait,
thinking on this episode.
Nah, like,
Get it
I feel
deep
like I'm
already
old
from
right
the jump.
now. Like-
From the jump, get it deep.
Okay, wait. I think I'll go back from 4 to 5. I'll say
Okay.
3 of them were high school.
Okay. Out of the 4?
Yeah.
Okay. Relationships from high school, I would say 2.
Okay.
2. Just from high school.
Okay.
High school and on.
So that's like total?
Relationships.
Okay.
I would say that's relationships. So 2 total.
Okay.
What is your longest relationship?
Mine is 6+ years.
God damn. Me 3.
Mine is also 6+ years.
That's interesting.
Shortest relationship.
Shortest. Couple months? Like,
Yeah.
I say 3, 4 months.
3, 4, yeah.
Yeah. 2, 3.
Damn.
2, 3 months.
Little fling.
Yeah, 2, 3 months.
Okay.
So going back, describe your first kiss.
Wow. Mine was freshman year of high school. I was walking out to the bus, and I was about to walk on the bus, and he just, it wasn't even my lips. It was like right here, like right above my
That's
top
crazy.
lip. Completely took me by surprise. So I just, walked back on the bus, and I was like, oh, what was that? Like,
Okay, little
Very
quick
unexpected.
bus trip quiz. Okay, mine was also freshman year of high school. I was at like a varsity football game. Like the game was over. I don't know. We were just like in the parking lot, and we just kissed there. I don't know. It was some weird.
Was it just y'all two?
Nah, there was definitely like a bunch of people around. It was mad weird, but nah.
Was it like forced, or was it like just kind of in the moment? Because like
it was
you know
nah.
how
It was definitely
people
like
are.
in the moment thing,
Okay.
like because we were like all talking, but like it was a group of people, but like we were all kind of like by ourselves, like.
Okay.
So it wasn't. It was nice.
Because you know how people are. But, oh, you,
Nah,
you,
nah, like nah, because as soon as like
you
you started, like you heard like it's like.
nah, people,
But
don't do that.
it is
Don't do
what
that.
it is.
That's
People
cool
always
as
gonna
hell.
blow your shit.
Damn, first kiss. First kiss will be 7th grade.
Damn.
7th grade. Yeah.
All right, Big Stepper.
Hey. What? Hey. 7th grade.
Okay.
All right. That's funny. Top 3.
You're not gonna tell us how it happened. You just said 7th grade.
7th grade. It was the girl. I would say this was a serious relationship at the time.
Okay.
She was. I
Damn,
was
7th grade, serious relationship.
Yeah, I mean, to 7th grade me, that was like,
hey yo.
that was it.
This-
You know what I'm saying? We were together. We were together for like almost a year.
Wow, certified lover boy
Nah,
over here.
crazy, right? What's going on? And it was in the stairwell of school, leaving school.
Wow.
Just like
in school.
we leaving school, down the stairs, and she just grabbed me and kissed
Oh,
me.
she grabbed
Nah,
you.
she grabbed me.
Oh, it's like that.
Yeah, it was
okay.
like, it was like that.
I respect it.
I wasn't like no, I was a shy little guy. A shy little guy.
Nah, you
what can I
probably
say?
in your own world at that point.
Nah, but that was
Nah, do your thing, killer.
first kiss was 7th grade.
So
Was
like-
it? Yeah. All right. Top 3 date ideas.
Okay, honestly, I would. Like specific places.
Me, I'm going bowling.
Mini golf.
Nah,
Definitely top one.
I'm going bowling and I'm showing off and like I'm not holding back. I'm whooping your ass. Like I don't care. Like we can have fun, but like I'm going to win.
Bowling, mini golf.
Mini golf, definitely top one. I feel like 2. I feel like somewhere to eat.
Yeah, for sure.
I feel like that's just the
Just to, like,
that's
talk,
to
yeah.
talk.
To get to like if you were trying to get to know the person, like yeah, just
Yeah,
somewhere to eat.
definitely that.
Would you say like that's like the ideal like first date somewhere else to eat?
No, I say maybe like I say do like an activity and then like
Mhm.
maybe go somewhere out to eat, but like not just like the first like day. I feel it's a little bit awkward.
Mhm.
Because like you don't know the person like and you're just like forced to like keep making conversation. But yeah, I say maybe like do something like fun first and then like as you get to know the person, you could probably do something like after as far as
Mhm.
eating. You're probably a little bit more comfortable with it.
Like an amusement park.
That's
That's a
a
good-
good
No, that's a great one.
amusement park. That's a good
Can't talk on
one.
a roller coaster.
Yeah.
Nah, I'm not going on a roller coaster. I'm not
Really?
even capping
You
to
like
you.
roller coasters?
Nah, I'm a bitch when it comes to roller coasters.
Oh my god.
I'm not even going to cap
Whack.
to you.
Damn,
not getting
man.
on one.
Why not?
That's crazy. You're a
You
grown
just-
ass
What?
man.
Like
You're
you
a grown
might see
man,
a
bro.
grown ass man cry if I get on that
Wow.
shit. I'm not even capping.
Is like the heights or just like
I'm afraid
what?
of heights for sure. And like I don't like that feeling like you get in your stomach like when you're
Oh,
going down
yeah.
that shit. Nah, fuck that.
Nah, it's fun though.
No,
Guess
I
it-
don't find anything fun about like feeling like you're plummeting to the ground
You're about
and then
to
like you
die.
shoot
Yeah.
back up and then you got the ones that like go backwards. Nah, I'm not here for all
Nah,
that.
see, that's all that crazy stuff.
Nah,
That's
I'll stay on the
adrenaline rush.
ground. I'll be the guy that holds like everyone's purses and like bags.
Oh,
I'm,
nah.
I'm totally comfortable with that. I'll be on my phone the whole
invite you to
time.
No Six Flags.
Nah,
trips,
say-
no
I'm-
amusement
I'm
parks,
not coming
man.
anyway.
Jeez, man.
Unless we go into like the water park, no, I'm
Uh-huh.
not with it.
Okay, so that was a good one.
Yeah. I would say
Amusement parks.
that's yeah.
Mini-
Arcade type stuff,
arcade. That's a good one.
like a Dave and Buster's.
Busters.
That's a
It
good
was
one.
perfect.
Because that has everything.
That has like the games, and then like you can eat there too.
Yeah,
That's like the best of both worlds.
I would say like a pool. Going out for like a pool night.
A pool, like
Like pool, like
Oh,
playing
I'm
pool
like-
at a bar.
Yeah,
Really?
like,
Okay.
at a bar. Yeah.
Okay.
No, because I feel like that's a
Okay.
little bit more like like a mature
I feel
type
that.
of thing.
Nah,
Yeah.
100%.
like that wouldn't be for everybody though.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? Like
Especially if you don't know how to play.
yeah, especially if you don't know how to play.
Yeah.
But no, that's a good one. I didn't think about that.
That's
Have you ever done that?
I haven't.
So how'd you come up with that idea?
That's something I would do.
Okay.
That's yeah.
That's different. A lot of people, yeah.
Because
People don't
again,
really
like
go out to play pool.
you know,
So you can't?
No, people don't really do that.
that's different.
No, they do. I mean, just maybe not the people we probably hang
Yeah.
out with.
Yeah.
That's true.
But like,
That-
you know,
that's-
you got
that-
different
that's
crowds.
a common
Nah,
thing.
that's a real common thing.
Yeah, that is.
They got like especially like bars and
Mhm.
stuff. common pastime.
Yeah, I would say that. What's another one? Another date. I like the
Not
movie.
The
Not-
movie,
no.
the movies. That's like you got. I feel like that's like a few dates in.
Yeah,
That's not a first date.
nah,
I feel like it's awkward.
very.
Like,
You're not
especially
talking,
If you don't
like-
know them, then like, damn, like, can I hold their hand? Can I, like,
Yeah, like a
it's-
first date, you
it's
don't know
weird.
like the dynamic. You don't
Mhm.
like it's not there yet.
What else? Top 3 date ideas. Top 3.
What about what's your ideal date overall?
Ideal date. I would say going out to eat.
Yeah.
Starting off. Nah, it's not starting off. Matter of fact, I changed that. I said
No, I always do something fun.
Fun
before.
first.
Yeah. Work up the appetite.
and then go out to eat. I'm not a big fancy restaurant guy.
Nah.
I'm not with
Nah,
with that.
I'm gonna get dressed up and go out somewhere nice.
Really?
Nah, that's so fun. Like putting on not like a suit or anything, but
Uh-huh.
like getting dressed up and then like going out to like a nice place. You don't fuck with it?
No, I don't fuck with it. I wouldn't do it all the time.
No, that's the
That-
thing.
that would
You don't
definitely
do it all
be
the
like
time.
a-
You do it like every like a
So
once in
often,
occasion
yeah.
type thing. Like
Birthdays,
so it's like
anniversaries.
special
Uh-huh.
kind of. So like
Okay.
you kind of enjoy it like when you do it. It's like
Yeah.
real fun. Because like you do it too often, it's just kind of like a thing you do. But,
Okay.
like if you kind of look forward to it, like you
Mhm.
do it once a month, once every
Yeah.
2 months. It's like all right, like I'm kind of looking forward to it. Get a nice little
Mm.
fit,
Yeah.
go out. You know, I think it's fun.
Okay, so going out fancy, a little bit fancy. What about after?
What you mean?
Like
What
something.
you mean?
Not like
Like, just eat.
so. Like you doing something fun in the beginning. So bowling, mini golf, something like that,
Uh-huh.
right? And then you going out to eat.
Uh huh.
Is there some like you have something planned or like
What do you
like
What do you mean?
any other activities like outside? Like outside.
No, not outside.
Okay, I get where you go with that.
Like,
All right.
I'm trying. Okay, I'm making sure we're on the same page. No, like at that point, the night's over.
Yeah. When do you have a certain time where you're staying out?
What you mean?
Like, do you want to be out all night?
It
Like,
just depends.
past 12?
It depends on how the night's going. Like,
Okay.
if I'm having fun, like I don't really care. I'm not looking at the time, but like, if it's like, no, I'm not gonna lie, my social battery might run out.
Yeah.
But it just depends on who I'm with. If my company
Mhm.
is cool, then I could go.
Yeah.
But like, if it's the night's just kind of dragging on, yeah, I might check my watch. It might be time to call it a night, but it just depends on the feel, the vibe, how it
Yeah.
is going that night.
No, I say the same thing. Something fun in the beginning,
Yeah.
out to eat afterwards, and then just go from there.
But I feel like you gotta know when to call it a night too.
Yeah.
Like say like kind of savor the fun. So like you have something
Mhm.
to look forward to. The next time, don't exhaust it all.
Mhm.
Where it's like, all right, what are we gonna do next time?
Yeah,
So-
I see what you're saying.
I
What-
agree.
What's that?
Honestly, a road trip.
A road trip?
Yeah.
Fuck a road trip. I can't be in a
Road
car for
trip.
too long.
Not
Yeah.
even like a far one though. Like I feel like even like you could go somewhere as short as like DC or something.
All right,
like,
that's not bad.
But just being in another area, and like y'all are just exploring together. Like
Mhm.
No, that's
I feel
fun.
like that's the best time to try to get to know.
Especially if you
somebody,
have
right?
like stuff to like do out there. Like
Yeah.
you like looked it up. No, that's fun.
Are you a planner or are you just a
Nah,
spontaneous
100%. Nah, 100%. Like, all right, this weekend we're going to go
Wow.
do.
Could-
I
could
go to
not be
aquarium,
me.
do this,
Could
do
not
this.
be me.
Nah, that's so fun.
You
Could
have
not-
to be a
Have the whole
planner.
itinerary planned out. Are you kidding me?
Nah, I feel like I'm just not good at that. Like planning out.
Nah, I mean it's not everybody,
Yeah.
but like, so say you plan to go somewhere, what are you gonna do? Just random stuff?
Nah, I feel like if I could plan certain things out
Uh huh.
to an extent,
Okay.
like I can't like do a full itinerary, like a full day's itinerary of things.
So my thing is right. If I'm going to like a different area, I'll look up what there is to do out there
Mm.
and have a bunch of ideas of what I would like to do,
Mhm.
and then just go up how I'm feeling. I'm like, okay, I'm
Mhm.
feeling like in a little energetic, playful mood. Like I'll go do something fun.
Mm.
All right, I seen this restaurant is like really really nice. I'm feeling like I want to get dressed up. I'll go do this. So you kind of like that's why I feel like it's fun just to have like options,
Okay.
and then like you go see what you want to do, what you don't want to do. Look up the reviews of it.
Mhm.
Like,
That's
nah, that's
pretty
not that's not
Yeah.
fun to you.
Nah. I can't do it I can't do it very often. Like I feel like that's something like
Did I
It's
say
not
I could
that
do this
hard,
often?
though.
Nah,
What?
I'm just honestly not
Google
that.
is just, they give you everything. Look,
Nah.
bowling alleys in here.
Yeah.
Whatever you're looking for, just type it in this area.
Like the internet
So many
is
options.
at
5
our-
stars.
at our ready.
Yeah.
Pick whatever's best.
See, I'm.
I can't go through my day not knowing what's gonna happen next. I have to know what's
Nah,
gonna
that's
happen.
that's me 100%. Like, I'm not saying I'm not a spontaneous person, but like I need some structures. Like as far as okay, I need to know what I'm doing this day. Like I hate when stuff just pops up. I'm like, oh shit, like I forgot I had to do this because now I'm like scrambling like all over the place.
You see, I just.
You just go with the flow.
I just go with the flow. Honestly, like that. I just.
Hey, different strokes for different folks.
What? Okay, you said it. Fancy date. What would you? What's a fancy date to you?
Me, like, instead of going out to a movie, go to like a play, like a show, and then go out to
Okay.
like instead of going to like
That's different.
you know, you feel me? Instead of going to like Red Lobster or like Applebee's, I'm going to what's this one place I go to? Why can't I think of it? It's in Philly. Fogo de Chao.
Oh, I've heard of them.
Nah, that like if you know, you know that place is like OD. It's just like a bunch of meat, big paws on that. Like they're just still stop. They're just going around like with lamb chop, steak, like bacon wrapped chicken, and they're just like,
Yeah.
it's OD. So stuff like that. Like instead of doing like common stuff, you take it like that step further, like a little bit. Instead of going to the movies, I'm going to like a museum, something like that. A little bit different stuff you don't commonly do.
I like that.
You feel me?
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know. I feel like yeah, those are kind of considered fancy dates, but I feel like it is kind of it's normal to do things like that. I feel like really going like I feel like planning like a whole picnic like somewhere like picking the spot, getting somebody to set it up, or even a fancy dinner, but like outside like, on the beach. Somebody decorated it.
Oh,
that's like
shit.
That's
Well,
where
you
like
just
okay,
shit
you
on
went
everything I
all
said.
out. That's some fancy ass shit.
See, a few of mine is totally different.
Yeah, nah, totally different. I was fancy.
But like I feel like going to like a steakhouse or anything that is fancy, but it is still very normalized. You don't see a lot of people going out of their way to get somebody to plan a dinner in another place. You know, somewhere it's not easy.
Do you feel like that should be more like people should focus more on doing that instead of doing like a steakhouse or some like fancy restaurant?
No, I mean, I feel like those are the ones where you do take more time. It is for more special occasions, but you can't go wrong with going to like a steakhouse or anything.
One, I feel like everyone's definition of fancy is different. So like now 100% like when I first went to Fogo de Chao, like when I got the bill and it was like $200 something, I was like, yeah, this place is fancy as fuck. Like I've never paid a bill like that, but no. Now like that's not as bad now, so like yeah, it's probably not as fancy, but no, I get what you're saying though, 100%. But like someone who probably goes to McDonald's like often, that's like their restaurant. Going to like a place like that, yeah, that's like a 5-star restaurant to them. But no, I get what you're saying though, 100%.
Yeah, I gotta agree with you, bro. Like honestly, like I'm gonna just say the same. I'm gonna just agree with you, 100%. So going,
You're funny as hell.
Going into that, who pays for what? Are you, and just in a relationship as a whole,
Okay.
who pays for what in a relationship? Are you paying all the time, 100%? What is it for you? What's your ideal situation?
That I feel like that's all circumstantial depending on like how deep the relationship is. Obviously I'll offer to pay for like anything. Like if I really like the person and I care about them, I don't really mind paying for stuff. If she wants to pay for something, I'm not gonna tell her no. Like especially like if we've been in a relationship that long, like it's mutual. Like it doesn't really like finances don't really come into play and like unless you're like counting favors, counting like what you do for each other. And I feel like if your relationship is strong enough, it doesn't really come to that.
Yeah.
Because if you love the person, you really fuck with the person, you're not really gonna trip over paying for something for them. So, no, I don't mind paying for like not saying I want to pay for everything and like bleed myself dry, but I don't really give a damn about paying for something that like if that's the person like I care about in a relationship with.
Now, how do you take that? What's the limit?
Yeah, so obviously, like, I'm not gonna let the person take advantage of me. It's like,
exactly.
you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm paying for everything. I said bleeding myself dry because if you care about me, you're not gonna let me break myself like to fund you.
Yeah.
So I'm saying like, it's give and take in a relationship. Like, obviously, it's not always gonna be 50-50 because I might hit hard times, she could hit hard times. So
good point.
you know,
Good point.
and if we're in that relationship, I'm gonna be there to pick you up, and I'd kind of expect you to be there to do the same for me. So yeah, it's give and take. It's not always gonna be 50-50. Sometimes it might be 60-40, 70-30, but that's how relationships go.
No,
I agree.
I agree 1,000%. Because again, you might be going through something
Bro,
financially, life.
Yeah.
Whoa, life.
It's unexpected. It hits you when you least expect it.
Nah, crazy bill.
But whoever insinuates the date, like I feel like, okay, like obviously if I ask somebody to go out, like I would, you know, I'm not gonna expect you to pay. I ask you out. You probably even want to go out.
But especially if you ask me to go somewhere like I don't want to go, I'm not paying for that shit. Like, it's different if like you ask, hey, can we do this like that? All right, sure, but like, hey, this time we're going this, there. Oh, and you're paying. Excuse me? Okay. Yeah, okay, check that again. Try again. But like, nah, it's like that's like relationships are give and take. Sometimes we're gonna do stuff I want to do. Sometimes we're gonna do stuff you want to do.
Now, is it different depending on if you're dating or talking to that person?
What you mean?
Like if you're just talking to that person,
okay,
are you gonna pay for everything all the time, or is it still gonna be like that 50-50? If y'all not like in a relationship, it's just y'all just talking.
That depends on like how much I'm seeing the person, like how much we're hanging out. Because in that talking stage, I'm trying to win the girl over, but not necessarily like with my money, but like just being a gentleman. Like I'll offer to pay for it, everything like that. But like I said, it depends on how much I'm seeing her. If we're going out like a couple of days a week, like every weekend, it's like, all right, you could throw a little gas money or something. But yeah, no, it's all circumstantial.
Now, from your perspective, would you want a guy to offer to pay for everything?
I feel like in the talking stage, not everything, but I think personally, I'm not spending money on a guy if like it's not going nowhere. Like I feel like in the beginning, it is the guy's job to impress them. Right. You know, like so I feel like you got to be on top of the dates. It's your job to spend the money because I'm gonna be here like, okay, well I'm okay. I don't have to go on a date. I can stay home. But then obviously, you know, it's just
right
50-50.
Especially like so like basically if like he's showing interest in you, like you don't expect to go pay for something if like he wants you. I feel that.
All right. So kind of leading off into that, what do you expect in a relationship? What do you expect for your significant other? What do you expect of your significant other?
What do you mean?
To do in a relationship as far as financials or just as a relationship as a whole? What do you want your partner to be doing?
Like I said, I think that's like a circumstantial question because like if you're living with your significant other, that's totally different if you're just dating. You're both living at home, living by yourself. Because obviously you don't have to contribute to each other's like financial needs. So it just depends on how deep that relationship is, how serious you guys are, like where you're at in that. So yeah, if you're living together, you guys have a lease together, all that. Not saying it should be 50-50. That's just going to depend on what you guys agree to. So depending on what he makes, what she makes, okay, he might cover this bill, she might cover that bill. And like that's just what they agreed on. Like I said, sometimes relationships aren't always going to be 50-50. So I don't know, say one of them got laid off. So someone has to like pick up the slack until they get another job. So it depends on where I'm at. So obviously, if I'm living with the person, we agreed we're doing this together. Not saying she should pay half, but we're gonna do it together. So whatever doing it together is, that's what it's gonna be. I'm not gonna count numbers with the person, but if we're in a relationship, we're a bond. We're like two coming as one. We're doing this together. So I'm not counting numbers. I'm not. All right, I pay this. Where's your half? Like, it's just gonna, whatever we gotta do to make it work, we're gonna do that.
Okay. But aside from, like, financial, what about, like, cooking, cleaning, laundry? Who does the groceries? Who has to take care of this and that? Like,
that's a good one.
So now we're sounding like we're married. So what is this relation, like, what are we defining as this relationship?
Your ideal person.
Yeah. Okay. So you're obviously you're grown. You obviously want to have your own space with your significant other.
Mm-hmm.
Like you're gonna have an adult mindset right now. So yeah, you have to think about when you guys are living together. Like, what do you expect from them to have dinner made? Do you expect from them to go get the groceries or, you know?
From your perspective as, like, where you are right now, bodybuilder person, like everything you do.
So, obviously, with all that, it'd be nice to like have someone contribute to like help to like lessen the burden, but that's not the responsibility. Like, I'm a grown ass man. Like, I chose to be a bodybuilder. They didn't sign up to do that with me. So that's what I said. It's like if that person's willing to help, like cook meals for me, like meal prep it, am I gonna say no to that? Yeah, nah. But if that's not something they want to do, I can't be mad at that.
Yeah.
Like, that's not what they signed up for. As far as the whole relationship thing, I'm not saying it's 50-50, but if I work the day, like, she gets home, like, earlier in the day and, like, she could have it, like, me, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I feel like it's just being considerate.
You know what I'm saying? It's just that's what I'm saying. It's like communication. Okay, I'll do this. We do, like, I'll take care of that. You take care of this. I'll take care of that. And that's just kind of how relationships work. Like, so yeah, someone might be doing more, but what the other person's doing is very important. Like, it's very crucial to that system that they might have. So it doesn't really matter if they're doing less or doing more, because what both of them doing matters, and it helps the whole system work. So that's kind of how I look at it. I'm not counting who does what and like who does more, who does less. As long as we're both doing what we need to do to help the whole system run smoothly, I could care less about how the workload is divided up.
That's
perfect. Yeah. I agree.
No, I feel like you said it perfectly.
Well, I do what I can.
I feel like you can only expect as much as they can give you.
Yeah.
Like, it's kind of like, okay, yeah, if one person is working 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. at night, and when the other person is home and they do have that time to just help out a little bit, whether it's washing your clothes for the next day or, you know, having dinner ready so they don't got to go out their way after being tired. I feel like it's just being considerate, like just wanting to do something just to help out.
100%.
No, that's it.
It's just like, it's just being there for that person, like being there for them as you would want them to be there for you.
Doing your part.
Mm-hmm.
Do your part
as much
your part
in the relationship.
Especially if they're doing it for you, you got to think, okay, they did it for me, they would do it for me. It's only right I do it back.
Right.
Yeah, do your part. Do your part. So, long distance relationships. Can you do one?
I feel like I could do one if I met them when they were already at that distance, because I'm gonna be accustomed to it. But I feel like having somebody there next to me where I live, that's so close to them having to move away, I don't think I could. That's hard.
Are we talking about long distance, like you can't see this person like at all, like they're so far away, like you can't see them, or like long distance where they're like 2-3 hours away where you can see them, just not as often as you would like to, as if they're like in the same town, same state?
No, I would say, like, what would you say?
I feel like even a 2-3 hour distance is far.
Nah,
like, you'd really have to have like basically a whole day to go see them, and like, you know, as an adult, like, do you really have that much time to see somebody once a week? Like, is that really enough once a week? It's a lot.
It depends on how you feel about that person.
You're right, which is why I feel like I would have to already meet them long distance, and I'd have to be like, if I want that, and you know,
like I'm not. So that's why. So if it's like they're like across the country, I really don't see that happening.
Yeah,
like
no way.
Especially we don't
Mm-mm.
see like a timeline on when we can like be in the same state.
No.
Like
not
say what's the point, because like I know some people make it work and like eventually, but like for me, no. The 2-3 hour thing, I could make that work, because you don't see them as often as you like, but you're still getting some kind of time. And then I feel like with that, because you're only 2-3 hours away, it's a lot easier to make like that move or whatever.
Yeah.
Like someone coming here, someone coming there, a lot easier. I could do that. The across the country, no, that's chalked.
fuck that.
I feel like I could do that same thing, like,
Yeah.
in the beginning of relationship. Not
It'll get old.
yeah, it will.
No,
Get,
that's what I'm saying,
It will
like-
have to advance up, like to something else. Go to that next step.
Not to say that we have to figure out a time to like be in the same state or like live closer in a specific time, but like that have to be in the plans. Like if it's just like kind of up in there, well maybe we'll see.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like that's a waste of time. I feel like. But if it's like, okay, now let's figure out. Okay, we'll do this, we'll do that. Have it lined up where, all right, we'll live here, we'll live there. That could work, but not where it's like there's a lot of speculation.
Yeah, no, I feel like so much could happen.
You know what I'm saying?
With the long distance relationship.
Yeah.
A lot could happen.
So much. So
Too much could happen.
going into that, talk about female friends,
Uh-huh.
guy friends
Uh-huh.
for your significant. How do you feel about guy friends?
Oh my god.
This is a good one.
That not say I don't care about my girl having friends. It just girls aren't stupid. Like I feel like you definitely know if a like guy wants you. So if you know this friend like he's low key just feeling it out, see like when he can like get in there. All right, yeah, cut that off. But like if it's like a genuine friend, I don't care. Especially like if it's someone you've known before me. Now I'm not gonna be like, nah, you gotta cut him off. Like, because who am I to tell you to like stop hanging out with this person? Especially if they're like a genuine friend to you, they care about you, you care about this person. No, I'm not like that. But nah, if we like been dating and then like, oh, this nigga just pops out of nowhere. Nah, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
But like I said, if he's like a genuine dude, no, I really don't care. Like, it's just all about what the other person's intentions are. And especially if you're honest with me about it, like, I met this guy. He's really cool. Like, he's in a relationship, like stuff like that. I'm cool with it, but like I said, girls aren't stupid. Like, you know if a guy wants you, if they're like just being your friend, just to wait until your relationship ends, and then they can like shoot their shot. But no, I'm not against it.
I used to have a
Female friends.
I used to have a problem with it because it's just obviously we know how females think. All females think the same, and it's just I don't know. I just always felt like okay, somebody's out to get me. Especially if my boyfriend is good looking. Like it's like okay, I know other people think he's good looking. So like, how do I just know? Like maybe she's just playing a role and she really wants to be with him, and you know. But now like it's like okay. I kind of have to just trust that my significant other, that if they were to ever say anything disrespectful, like obviously they handle it and cut that friend off. So I feel like it's kind of just having trust. But sometimes I feel like you definitely have to meet them. Like if I didn't meet them, then yeah. But honestly, my first instinct is to automatically not like them. Like I'm like, who is this? Like what the fuck? Like
wait, why?
I don't know. It's just my first.
That's just
like
your instinct?
I'm okay with it, but like I feel like. Okay, like, why is she your friend? Why does she want to be your friend? Like, it's just, I don't know. It's just my first instinct. But I won't ever react on it. So I'll kind of just wait. But obviously, I would like to be introduced. I feel like, especially if you're trying to make friends. If I'm trying to make a male friend, I'm going to make sure that I mention I am in a relationship.
Mm-hmm.
Just to put that in the air. Not saying you wanted to get at me or anything. To put that in the air.
Right.
But I feel like it's just respectful. And you obviously have to have boundaries. Like, okay, you can have female friends. But I feel like telling them everything or like texting them on FaceTiming or even going out like that's definitely taking it a lot further. Like
100%.
If I'm around, okay, like or if like we all go out together, but like if she's calling you about boyfriend problems and all her family problems, like that's just a little that's just a little too much for me. I don't know. I feel like it's just disrespectful.
Okay, perfect. So with that, because you touched on like a lot of topics with that. One, will you say like you need to meet that friend?
I feel like if I hear her name a lot.
Okay.
Like if it's very common, and especially if we're in the same area where you run into her and you say something, obviously, of course, yeah, introduce me.
Mm-hmm.
But if I'm just hearing her name a lot, or I see her under your not under your pictures, but maybe reposting your stuff a lot. I'm like, okay, obviously she's close with you. Like, she sees you as a friend. Like, who is she?
Okay.
I feel like at that point, I should never have to see something where I'm like, okay, who is this? Is this your friend?
Okay.
I feel like it should just automatically be brought to my attention. But you don't have to tell me how many you have. I'm not keeping tabs, like, how many, what's their names. Like, if that time comes where it feels right to introduce me, then okay.
I respect it.
I don't mind guy friends.
No?
I feel like, especially if they know their boundaries,
Yeah.
like if they can respect their boundaries.
Yeah, that's really all it is.
Nah,
that's really all it is.
Because, like, we all think the same.
If you can respect each other in a relationship, I don't really care.
That's what I'm saying. But, like, you can't cross a boundary. You know, because then that...
Because now we got to throw hands.
I would never tell my significant other to cut somebody off. Because, who are you? Like, yeah, you could be, like, her boyfriend or whatever, but still, like, she could be cool with whoever she wants to be cool with. She could talk to whoever. That's up to her. So I feel like, but just explain, like, how you feel about the situation.
Communication.
You know what I'm saying? Communication is key, because, like, again, I'm not going to tell you to cut somebody off. I'm not going to tell you that I don't want you talking to them. I'm gonna just say how I feel.
Yeah, bring it up.
And then see how your response is from after that.
So, if you had a problem with one of your significant other's friends and they didn't cut them off, like, how would you feel about it? Do you think you would say something else? Like, especially if it was like a big boundary, like maybe they said a little slick comment, or like try to take them out, something real slick where it was like, all right, yeah, they can't be friends.
I will feel like, especially if the person knows of me, like knows about, like, we're in a relationship, then after the first time it's like, okay, you obviously don't respect our relationship, and now you don't respect me. So, like, especially, like, from a guy's perspective, like, if you don't respect me, like, you got a problem with me, like, okay, now it's not even about the relationship, it's about me and you. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, 100%. It's like you said, it depends on what the guy knows, like, and how, like, what if they know about the relationship status. Because me, if I have a girl, like, I expect her to be pretty, so I expect guys to, like, talk to her. But if they don't know she's in a relationship, I can't be mad at that, like, because I would have probably done the same thing. Mm-hmm. But if they know that, like, know she's, like, accounted for, and you say something, now we have a problem, because now you're trying me. Because if you already know she's accounted for, and you, like, know who I am, so you're saying you don't give a fuck, say less.
Problem. That's a big problem for sure.
Nah, for real.
How do you feel about that? Like, from your stance?
I feel like, me personally, I would handle it. I wouldn't let anybody disrespect me or my relationship, like, especially if it comes to flirting, like, especially if they already knew. No, I wouldn't even feel comfortable being friends with you after that.
Right.
But I feel like, some things happen. I feel like as long as you talk to that person and you make sure it never happens again, especially if it's a friend, like, that you've had for a long time, and you really don't want to lose that friendship, I feel like having a conversation just goes a long way.
No, for sure.
People make mistakes. Like, it could have just been something that slipped up. But I feel like as long as you have a conversation and they know that it doesn't happen again, then, I feel like it's even better if they go out of their way to apologize to the other significant other and be like, like, I didn't mean anything by it, this and that.
But I respect that.
Yeah. All right, so going to branching off to friends, confiding in people. What do you take with that?
So obviously, like, if you're in a relationship and you have a problem, like, your friends are probably, like, the first people you're going to go to. Mm-hmm. I just feel like you have to know when and what to share with them. Just because your business isn't everyone's business, especially, like, when it comes to your significant other. Mm-hmm. I just feel like if you wouldn't want certain things about you to be said, like, to their friends, there's probably certain things you shouldn't be saying to your friends about them. Mm-hmm. And it's just certain things that are just kind of sacred, kind of confidential in a relationship that you shouldn't really be sharing to other people. I'd say, like, with me, I kind of just ask for advice, never really, like, say what the significant other did, just kind of, like, ask what they would do in a certain situation. Mm-hmm. Not really bad-mouthing, just say, like, what would you do? Kind of give me your advice, your input, what you feel I should do. My my friends looking at my significant other in like a negative light just because they may have done something like wrong. Because even with like family members, I feel like too, like sharing certain stuff about your significant other, because let's say you get in a fight, they do something wrong, you're gonna forgive them a lot faster than your family probably would. Especially when you tell them something that they might have done that was like really wrong, but you guys can like get over that. But the next time they might see them, they're still looking at them and like remembering what they did to you last time. So you kind of gotta pick and choose what you tell them. But at the end of the day, if you need somebody to talk to, you need somebody to talk to. So it's like I can't fault somebody like my significant other for going and confiding in somebody if I did them wrong. Like you gotta let that emotion out, that hurt out. So, but it's just being smart about who you tell your business to.
That's a good point. That's a great point.
Definitely. You can't be mad for somebody sharing how they feel to somebody. Sometimes people need a vent. Is me personally, I vent more to my family than my friends, but I also, if I know my family has a strong opinion about something that my significant other did, I'm not going to share that with them, because I know, okay, I'm not going to break up with them, so there's not even no point of bringing it up.
Exactly.
But if I really need to talk to somebody, I'm going to make sure I talk to somebody that won't have any negative feelings, or that won't say anything that I don't want to hear, because 9 times out of 10, I'm not looking for commentary or your feedback. I just want to talk. I just maybe a little bit of advice, but I don't need anybody telling me how to run my relationship, what they would do, how they would feel, because no, this is what I'm going to do. Don't try to tell me to do anything different, because at the end of the day, nobody really knows the ins and outs of your relationships. Okay, I told you this one thing, but you don't know the half of everything else that goes on.
She's preaching right now.
So you really have to watch out. Me, I don't care what my significant other tells what to anybody. There's no shame in anything. But as long, I feel like it is better for them to hear a second opinion, or just to have somebody to listen to, because if they were wrong, or if I was wrong, then I know that person would tell them and lead them into the right direction. I feel like as long as they have that good person, I don't care what you tell them, who you tell, like, just make sure they're not going to steer you somewhere else.
All right. So, okay, she hit on, like, a bunch of points. So, one, I feel like you know your friends, right? You know their personalities. You got to pick and choose who you tell what to. So, like, perfect example, like, relationship I was, like, in, if I have, like, a problem, right? Like, I didn't know what to do. I tell, like, a friend who also knew my significant other, like, who was, like, kind of, like, friends with her, too. And I tell him what I did, tell him what she did, and just be like, okay, how do you feel about that? Like, where did I go wrong? Where do you think she went wrong? Or, like, you know what I'm saying? So, like, there's no judgment. I tell him everything I did, everything she did, so there's not, okay, someone did somebody wrong. It's like, you both probably did wrong. Where could we probably go right with it? And not really me asking for him what to do, but just kind of him to check me. So that's why I tell him what I did, tell him what she did. Like, okay, what did I do wrong? Like, should I have said something different? Like, check me right now. Let me know, like, what I should have done better. But yeah, it's just picking who you tell what to and what you don't tell to, because you have those friends that's going to, like, dog your significant other. They don't care, like, how small the incident is, how big it is. They're going to tell you, yeah, no, fuck that nigga, like, drop him, this and the third. And you have those friends who, like, might actually know the person and can, like, rationalize who did what, how you might have been wrong, how they might have been wrong, and, like, give you that, like, perspective on it.
I feel like depending on who, like, you tell, that's just that, and what happens after that. Because let's say you tell somebody something, they could give you positive feedback, like, okay, like, they could just listen to you, or you could have somebody like that puts their opinion in it, and I feel like how their opinion, like, what they say can affect it. Because, like, if they say something negative, like, they shouldn't have said, or, like, wasn't their business to say, feel like that they shouldn't have said, like, you know what I'm saying? It's not their business to talk about it. But, again, you can't be mad at the one person, because you can't control what somebody else says.
That's how they feel. That's how they feel.
Exactly. But I feel like how that situation is handled can also, like, You know what I'm saying?
That comes down to maturity because
Mm-hmm.
let's say you have like you have a girl, right? She does something like dirty to you, but like you guys get past that. I'm not going to like now look at her like with a stank face. It's like if y'all got past it, like okay, we're cool now. Like I still might remember it, but it's like I'm mature enough. Okay, if y'all are cool, I'm cool with it. Like, but everybody's not like that.
Yeah.
So, especially like I feel like females are like worse with that. Like, this nigga, are you still with him? Like, all right, come on now. Like that was like 5 months ago. Why are you still harping on that? But yeah, that's why you gotta pick and choose who you tell your business to.
I feel like if you're a genuine friend, like you're just gonna wish nothing but happiness.
Facts.
Like no matter what he did to you, as long as you're happy. And I feel like if it comes to like continuous cheating and stuff like that, then okay, I feel like the friend does have a say, like because you're looking out for your friend. Like you're heartbroken, like cheating on you every single month. Like all right, then it's time to say something. But if you know they're gonna stay with that person, at least give them advice on how maybe to help their relationship. Like, you know what, why don't you ask him to do this? Or why don't you ask him to sit down and talk? Like, and just give them, but if you're a real friend, you're just going to want to make sure they're happy.
Yeah.
Breaks in a relationship. How do you feel about them?
What the hell is a break, bro? What is a break? We're broken up.
Have you ever experienced a break?
No.
No? Okay.
No.
I feel like I should start since I've experienced.
Oh, talk to him.
So, I'm going to explain what a break is in my perspective. I've never asked for one, but I've been asked for one.
Okay.
So I feel like after being through one, I feel like a break is necessary sometimes. And more so it's needed it could be maybe there's things you're going through that you can't share with your partner and that you don't want them to be involved in, that you just need to handle with yourself. But obviously, your significant other is going to be like, okay, is it me? Or they're going to be worried. And, so I feel like to make sure they have a clear mind, you should ask for the break because you shouldn't be weighing your problems on them, especially if they can't even help you. Also, if, sometimes relationships, they lose that spark or whatever, I feel like you need to give that time to miss each other, to realize, okay, I do really want to be this person. Because somebody could ask for a break, and at the end of it, you're like, you know what? I've been chilling with my time. Like, I haven't missed you. I haven't missed a relationship. And I feel like that's how you'll know. Like, okay, yeah, this isn't working. Instead of just dragging it on and on. Me, personally, I wouldn't ask for a break. I feel like it is good to also work things while being in a relationship because you're gonna have to learn. You're not always gonna have to ask for a break, especially after you live together. You're married. You have kids. You can't just be like, okay, I'm gonna have a break, and when I'm ready, I'll be back.
Yeah.
You can't do that. You have to learn how to work through your issues while still be in a relationship, and that all goes with communication. Communicate. All you gotta say is, you know what? I'm going through this right now. I don't want to tell you what it is, but I need space. Whether that's we can't talk as much, I can't see you for 2 weeks. Like, I just really need my own space to think through everything. That's understandable. I feel like as long as you communicate, you really don't need a break.
Okay, with that, right? If it, like, I hear what you're saying, right?
Mm-hmm.
If it's your significant other, why can't you share with them what your problem is and why you need to take a break from the relationship to, like, get through it?
I mean, I can't speak for the person who asked for the break.
Yeah.
But me, I feel like if I had something that I didn't want to share, maybe I'm just not ready. Maybe it was a situation that happened recently and I'm just trying to process it myself. It's not something I can explain to somebody else. Also, if they can't help me, what's the point of sharing it? Like, okay, I told you to tell you, but there's nothing you can do about it. There's nothing to change. Maybe I just want to go through it by myself. Maybe I'm embarrassed. Maybe I'm ashamed of whatever went on. I can't share with anybody else. But I feel like as long as I tell them, you know what, something happened, I may be able to tell you in a couple months or whatever, but I'm just processing it myself. But I need this time.
Okay. Follow-up question. So, with that, I feel like people ask for breaks for different reasons. Mm-hmm. So, this is asking for a break for, like, personal stuff, right?
Okay.
So, what does that break mean? Like, because you're taking a break from your significant other.
Mm-hmm.
So, what are you doing on that break? You know
I feel like, so if somebody wanted to break and they didn't want to talk at all, and they wanted to do their own thing, like even like talk to somebody else, then I wouldn't tolerate that. That's not a break to me. I feel like a break is we're still together. Like deep down we're still boyfriend and girl. We still have this commitment in this relationship. So you can't go out and be disloyal. Because at that point, ask for a breakup.
I think that's what I was asking basically. Like what is, because you're basically, I feel like what you're asking for is like, I just need time to myself, not really a break. I feel like when people ask for a break, it's like, I basically want to break up, but I want to come back together, but I kind of just want to go fuck other people right now. So
there's two different views.
That's what I'm saying.
Me,
so
it's just space from the other person.
Okay.
So maybe I wouldn't have conversation back to back all day. Maybe a good morning, I hope you have a good day. Leave it at that. At night, have a good night. Hope you had a great day.
Okay.
Maybe ask them, how was your day? Do you want to talk about it? Little conversations. Ask them, hey, are you okay? Whatever. I feel like you shouldn't see each other. I feel like that definitely will just fuck you up a little bit. But I feel like just communicating. But I feel like you also have to communicate, okay, like, how long is this break going to be?
For sure.
Like, you can't just kind of keep running it along.
So it's this timeline looking
Exactly. So I feel like as long as I feel like communicating, like, hey, are you okay? Like, how are you feeling? I feel like just going through that. But if you don't see it going anywhere, I feel like obviously more and more, maybe they should open up a little more.
Okay.
Like, the goal is to come back together and hopefully share what was going on. And, you know, you guys can just go through that and you're together. You feel better.
Okay. So let's take it to what I was kind of asking. How do you feel about someone asking for a break from the relationship, basically to go do their own thing?
Yeah, that's bullshit. No, I would just rather you not even be with me. If you have to go out of your way to go see other people and get to know other people to realize, you know what? No, I do want her. No. If you're not sure about me from, like, right now, then we shouldn't be together.
Okay.
It's just, and I just feel like you shouldn't even ask for it. I feel like that's disrespectful. Because why do you feel like you could still have some kind of tie to me while still trying to go fuck with other women? Like, that just doesn't that's disrespectful.
Yeah, no.
So, no.
Nah, because you're basically asking for, hey, so can I go hit these other joints for, like, a little bit? And then, like, you know,
once I realize, you know what? That's not what I wanted. Let me come back. No, you done disrespected me. You done been with other women. That's not what we're doing. Like, I feel like at that point, ask for a whole breakup. And if you want to be back with me, hit me up in, like, a couple years.
Okay.
And then you confess to me, like, yeah, this is what I did when we was together. Then I'll decide if I want to be with you or not. But I just feel like it's not right. It's not right to do that.
Okay. Nah, I respect that. I agree 100%. All right, Eddie, how you feel about breaks?
I feel like a break can be necessary.
Okay. In which way?
And
like in which way that, like, we divided these two things
the good
up?
way. Like, so a person might need time for themselves.
Okay.
To go through certain things. Because, again, you don't know. You don't know what that person's going through. You don't know what that person's feeling, thinking. You can't, like, you just don't know. Even if, let's say, I describe how I'm feeling, you will never know exactly how I'm feeling. You know what I'm saying? So
100%.
I feel like, yeah, it can be needed for, like, some space, some distance from everything. But I feel like a break shouldn't be used to go see other people, to, you know, sleep around. Because, again, that's not, just ask for a breakup at that point.
Like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Want to be single.
Yeah, at that point. But, again, I feel like it's a good and a bad. A break could lead, you could take time off and realize, okay, go back to a relationship because this is the best thing that ever happened. Or you could take a break, realize that you're actually better off, like, not being in a relationship, and it could just end in just a breakup and not just a break. So I feel like a break could go two ways, good or bad. But are they necessary? Yeah, I feel like people could use breaks in relationships, but all the time, fuck no, that doesn't. You know, I feel like
you have to take a break all the time. You should just break up.
Yeah, at that point, like, I feel like you just find excuses. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But one time, I feel like a break is fine. You know, but again, for the right reasons.
So since you haven't been in one, like, if your significant other was to ask you for one, how would you react? Like, what do you think you would do at that point?
I'm not gonna lie, that probably hurt, just because I'd feel like I'd want to be there for them, like, in any way I could. But like I said, I have to respect it. Like, if they feel like they really need that time to themselves, like, to be better, and that's like the only way they see themselves getting better, like yeah, like by all means do what you gotta do. But yeah, no, it probably sting a little just because I feel like I'm empathetic in that way where like I just want to help as much as I can, but like I said, you gotta do what's best for you.
Nah, I feel the same about that.
Yeah.
So breaks. How do you feel about, let's say the break is for a negative reason. Your partner wants to go sleep around. But let's say that your partner doesn't initiate that break. Let's say they cheat on you. I'm gonna just say it. Let's say cheating. So your partner cheats on you. What do you define as cheating first off?
Being, I don't know, disloyal anyway. I feel like if you do something that you wouldn't want your significant other to do, that's basically cheating.
You said it. You said it.
Like that's really it. Obviously we can get like real technical like what it is, but like yeah, if it will hurt you for them to do it to you, then yeah, you're cheating.
Yeah. What do you feel is like the lowest, like your lowest form of cheating for you? What would you consider that for your significant other to do?
I mean, obviously, like, sex is, like, the biggest, like, one. I'd feel like, but, like, them confiding in, like, another person, like, over me, that would hurt me, like, really bad. Like, especially because I said I'm, like, really empathetic in that way. So, like, you're telling all your problems to somebody, like, everything that matters to you, stuff like that. Yeah, that'd probably be, like, number one. But, like, yeah, obviously, like, them fucking somebody, like, that's gonna hurt, too.
What is flirting? Is flirting cheating?
Like a hard eye.
A what?
Like a hard eyes emoji, or maybe like a compliment.
A compliment? No. Hard eyes? Yeah. Fuck. Like what? Nah, because what do you a hard eye like to what? Like a picture?
Yeah.
Yeah. Fuck out of here.
There's intentions.
Yeah.
There's
Like
intentions.
what? Nah. That there's no. Oh, like that's in playful fun. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, I agree. I'd say minimum flirting. Like if it's something that I'm not gonna do to somebody else, even complimenting, like especially if it's like a picture of them. Obviously if it's something else, like, you know, maybe they're outfitted or something like that, I feel like that's different. But as low as flirting and as high as it's like in a whole relationship even,
like we're grown. Like you like you know like all right, you go comment like hard eyes on someone in your relationship. Like, why are you doing that?
What about heart and stories? On selfies though, heart and stories.
Bro, what? Yeah, that's the same
Yeah,
thing. It's
okay.
it's literally like liking a picture.
Okay, so how do you feel about liking pictures? Do you not?
Okay, all right. That's a little bit different. Cause me, as far as like liking pictures, I don't even be like liking stuff because like, I just scroll down like my following and just like stuff. Especially like I only use like my fitness page now, and not say I like like stuff to get people to like my stuff back, but like just supporting everybody's like stuff. I just because sometimes like Instagram is nutty, so it doesn't even go in like chronological order. So I'll check someone's page and like I didn't like something from like 3-4 days ago. I'm like I didn't even see this, so like I'll just go to the following thing and just like it, but. All right, if it's a girl, like, she's in a bikini thing, you know how, like, girls are with, like, the pose and stuff. It's like, all right, bro, like, yeah, like, you know what you're doing. Like, obviously, like, I don't feel like a like is that bad. Because, like, if my girl, like, if a dude, like, had, like, a beach picture and he's, like, doesn't have a shirt on and she liked the picture, I'm not tripping over that. But, I don't know. It's, like, it's all circumstantial.
Yeah, I don't really pay attention. I don't have a problem with it. I know a lot of other girls might. They're really like, you can't like no other pictures of no girls. Me, I don't. It's Instagram. Same thing. Like I'll just go through my feed. Like I'll like a couple things.
Like it's not that serious. It's social media. Yeah. But as I'm saying, some people like do actually use that like to cheat just because like it's not like message. I mean, there are messages like it's easier to hide and stuff like that. But me, I'm not tripping over like stuff like that.
Now
too much.
Have you ever been cheated on?
I don't know. Like, there was talk that, like, I could have been, but, like, I don't know. I never, like, confirmed it. Yeah, but, I don't know. Like, I'll say yes just because I'll take the L. Like if it did happen, but I don't know for sure.
Yeah. What about you?
I have been. I would say the smallest form possible, just flirting. I found out by actually, obviously I'm a nail tech, so I have clients, and one of my clients texted me and told me with proof. So I was kind of like, oh, okay, thanks, for the proof.
Damn, came with the receipts.
Yeah, so because obviously I'm not just gonna run with anything anybody says. Yeah. Like I'm gonna need proof, but. It's still, I feel like no matter how little it is, like, it still hurts. Because it's like, okay, why would you do that? You didn't even have to do that. Especially finding out from somebody else. Like, okay, now other people know.
Mm-hmm. Ooh.
So.
What about you?
I haven't been, in my younger relationships, I've been cheating on, like, 8th grade, whatever. But that was serious. But, like, serious relationships, I haven't been, I haven't been cheated on.
Okay.
But
you think relationships can be repaired if like someone like cheats on the other one?
Depending on what form, like how far, depending on what the experience is.
What you mean?
Like depending on how the person cheated. Again, if it was like the lowest form of just flirting, I feel like you can get over that.
Say like your significant other fuck somebody else.
Fuck that. Nope.
No.
I
never.
Get over it.
No.
Okay. What if they like kiss somebody else?
No. But like.
Nah.
Wait. Because your reaction to that was worse than like the sex.
Cause it's like why are you just going around kissing people? Like I feel like.
Hey yo.
I don't know, cause I feel like it's normal to just go around fucking people. Like it doesn't mean anything, but I feel like a kiss, like.
Nah, I feel like honestly, like kissing is more like that's a little more like not passion, a little more intimate than like just
a
like
relationship.
fucking.
Like I'm gonna be more upset if you're in a relationship with somebody than if you fucked. Even if you didn't fuck that person that you was in a relationship with, I'm gonna be more upset that you was in a relationship than just fucking somebody. Because it's a lot more meaningful. Yeah. Like there's feelings there.
Mm-hmm. Nah, I feel that. Nah, I feel that 100%.
Nah, but other than that, I don't feel it's replaceable. I mean, like you could get back from it.
No. You don't. No.
But like again, just whatever.
I feel like you could. Mm-hmm. But it's never gonna be the same. Like you're still gonna have that. The other person's still gonna have that doubt. That it's just already set in stone. You can't just forget shit like that.
Yeah, no.
Yeah. So how would you come to that compromise though? Because it's possible people do.
Yeah.
Come back from like how would. I mean, we can't.
You're not gonna get an answer out of me because I'm not repairing that shit. It's over.
Yeah.
No, there's no repairing that, so we can't even answer that. So.
Okay. What if both significant others have cheated on the other?
Not end a relationship at that point.
Yeah. I mean, if they really wanted to mend things, I feel like it is possible. But
no, because I've seen relationships like that where like they both just like do each other dirty, but like they don't break up. Like they just stay with each other.
People like that shit.
Nah, that's...
the adrenaline rush. Like
nah, that's weird. Like just be single.
Yeah.
And then you can still like just hit each other whenever like you want it. I don't know.
So, all right. So that's it. Your future. What do you hope, relationship wise? Your future. What do you hope for?
I mean, I definitely want to get married eventually. There's no real timeline. Obviously, I just want to be happy. Like, make sure I'm ready. Like, to the person I do marry is who I stay married to. I don't want to get a divorce. I've seen how that goes, and that's pretty ass. So I want to make sure I'm ready. I'm not in any rush. Definitely want to have kids. Not too fucking many. Cause gross.
How many?
Gross.
It's like no, not gross. Honestly, I'd be cool with one.
Wow, really?
Honestly, like, yeah, I'd like to just devote my time to like that one child. Okay. But if I did have two, I'd want them to be the same sex. Like, like I know like people always want to like, let me have a boy first and then a girl. Like, if I have a boy, I want another boy. If I have a girl, I want another girl.
Okay.
Like I don't want one of each.
And okay, so
if I have three, it's okay. So like, if God forbid I have like three, then like after we have like the two that are the same, we can have one that's different.
Okay, that's
real specific.
Real specific.
Nah, it's weird.
Think about this, huh?
Nah, for sure. 100%.
Okay. What are you?
I want a big family, so
Oh,
I would
God.
say max. I would go for 6, 5.
Hey, yo!
Minimum 3. Minimum 3. I
6?
definitely 6. I love kids. I
Wow.
literally see myself just being mom.
You just want to be broke. 6 kids. God
Obviously
damn.
plan for it. I'm not just gonna be, just having kids.
Okay,
But
how spread out would you want them?
Honestly, I would not too close. I would say max 5 years apart.
Okay.
Like
Like all of them?
oldest. Not even all of them. I feel like the oldest 5 years apart from one child.
Okay.
But honestly, kind of pretty close.
Okay.
Just so I would want them to all be able to relate and just be close.
I'm gonna say if you have them spread out 5 years, that's a
Yeah.
God
No,
That's a
damn.
long
Yeah, no.
time.
But I do want to get married before having kids. No specific reason. I just feel like it's better to go through the marriage stage before you be parents.
Nah, cause not say kids can ruin a relationship, but like when you realize how much time you have to like devote to a kid and like you haven't really been with that person like that, yeah, like the dude could definitely get jealous because like as a mom, like you're gonna put a lot more like time into the kid. So nah, I agree with that 100%.
Nah, I would say definitely want at least 3 kids.
Yo, y'all got that.
Nah,
Y'all got that.
I really want like boys.
All boys?
I would say majority boys.
Sheesh.
2, 1. That would be
Okay.
nice, but nah, definitely want kids. 3, 4.
Yo, y'all really got that.
Nah, that's that. But top relationship advice. What would you give? What advice would you give to somebody to keep a relationship successful?
Communication is key. That's probably one of the number one things you should have in a relationship. If you can't talk to the other person, you're really not going to make it far. Trust. You got to be able to trust the other person. They got to be able to trust you. Just doing in a relationship what you want the other person to do for you, as far as them helping you out, you helping them out, as far as being honest with them, being truthful with them, being committed to a relationship, not stepping out on them, having fun, remembering that like relationships are hard work, but like remembering why you guys got in a relationship, because I hope you love each other. Yeah, that's about it.
I forgot what I was gonna say, but yeah, I definitely communicate that. Yeah, that's just a big one. I feel like that resolves any problem. And just understanding. I would say forgiving. For me, forgiving is a big one. You don't have to forgive in that moment, but I feel like there should be or at least you should be trying to forgive, not forget, but definitely forgive, and just kind of understand where they came from, and any disagreement, listen to them, understand where they were coming from, because obviously something that's a big deal to them isn't going to be a big deal to you, and the other way around. So you just have to really hear them out. Yeah, I would just definitely say like make sure you give each other time, you're listening to what each other want, because it could get to a time where like that's when you guys start separating, whether it could be like a new job or a new situation or something, to where there's a change. So I just feel like you kind of have to keep doing what you're doing, whether it's like one day a month. You just have to have something. You have to have some type of routine. It's like, okay, we'll do one day a month, or we'll call each other every night, or we'll do something new this month. Like, just doing things new, keeping things like fresh and stuff is important.
I like it.
I say do your part. Like do your part in a relationship, whether that's you got chores you got to do, or pay your bills, whatever the case is, or just be there for that person. Do your part in that. Yeah, do your part. I would say that's number one.
Okay.
But you listen
Hey.
all of mine.
Hey, I do what I can.
But
Great minds think alike.
so that's the relationship advice. So I think that's it, right? We're just gonna get into the trivia.
So
last episode we did a
it was like a would you rather, I guess.
little 60-second question game at the end. This episode we are going to do a 5-question trivia game. So one person is going to read 5 questions, and the other 2 people are going to have to guess the answers.
So you guess is the fastest.
All right.
Oh, she going
The
first?
guest is gonna start first.
Uh-oh.
Okay. What does www stand for in a web browser?
World Wide Web. Easy
Yeah,
money.
you got that one.
How many colors are in the rainbow?
7.
Wow.
Yo, can I understand the question first?
Sorry.
What are the 3 primary colors?
Blue, red, green.
Yellow, green, red.
Both wrong.
Blue, red, yellow.
Yellow.
Oh,
yeah. You didn't
damn,
say
you
all
got
3.
it.
What video game did Super Mario first appear?
Super Mario Brothers?
64?
Super Smash Brothers?
No.
I don't fucking know.
Bro, who knows this
Yeah,
shit?
Donkey Kong.
Oh, that makes sense.
What does DC stand for?
They should have a Columbia.
No, no, DC Marvel, DC whatever.
Hey, yo.
DC Comics, whatever.
Fucking no.
Whatever it
Wait, DC?
is. Yeah, like the superheroes.
What does DC stand for?
I don't
Really?
fucking
You don't
know.
know?
Wait,
Disney
Damn, I thought y'all would
characters?
know.
DC. I don't know.
Bro,
Nah, say it. I'm gonna just get it.
Detective Comics.
Nah, I was not getting
Never in my life
I
was I getting
I
that.
thought
Damn, I thought y'all would have known what that
I
was.
thought I was getting that one. I guess
Nah.
not.
I thought it was Washington, D.C.
Yeah, it is.
It's a District of Columbia.
Nah.
I should have been more specific.
But wait,
Yeah,
yes,
you should've.
if that was
I
the answer, I
should've
would have got that
Yeah.
shit.
All right, you go next or me?
You got it.
All right. What is the national game of America?
Baseball?
Baseball. How many degrees are in a circle?
360. Wait, why did that take so
You
long?
got it. You got it.
Why did that take so long?
What city is known as the city of love?
France. Paris?
Paris.
Paris.
Oh.
Which is the tallest mammal of the world?
Giraffe.
Yeah, good money.
Oh, shit.
Mount Everest is a part of which mountain range?
I don't fucking
The
know.
Himalayas.
Yeah, never in my life was I getting
Yeah.
that one either. Alright, let's get it. Last 5. Ready? Okay. Who won the 2017 NBA Finals? Y'all are weak as
Golden
fuck.
State.
There
Golden
it is.
State
Golden State what?
Warriors.
There it is. Alright. How many months end... Wow. How many months end in the letter Y?
None. Months.
All of them.
No.
Oh.
Okay, we're
I'm
gonna
not-
pass
I'm not
that
doing-
one.
Wait, January, February.
10.
I'm not doing this shit. January, February, March.
10.
No.
9.
8,
No.
7,
11.
6.
You stop. It's 4. It's fucking 4.
For real?
Yeah.
I was not getting that shit.
Alright.
What?
Which president is on the $20 bill? Niggas don't know their history, huh?
That's crazy. I don't know.
Andrew Jackson?
Yeah,
Wow.
fuck. I was not getting that one.
Okay. Austin Richard Post is this rapper's birth name. What is his stage name?
Post Malone.
Alright.
Post.
That's a good one.
That was
Alright.
super easy.
What is a cocktail that has a coconut, milk, rum, and pineapple
Pina
in
colada.
it?
Mm.
That's
Yeah,
it.
alright. Oh, good shit. Good
Good
money.
one.
Alright, signing out.
That's it.
Alright, everybody. That's it for the episode. We do want to thank everybody for the support. We appreciate everything, all the reposts, all the feedback. Please keep giving us feedback. We do appreciate it, and we try to make changes as best as possible. The camera quality definitely should be increased. So is the audio. Again, small changes. We're gonna keep getting better and better with each episode. So again, we are dropping episodes every Wednesday at 8 p.m. So you can look forward to the next podcast episode dropping next week.
Make sure to follow us on Instagram at Jacked and Juicy Pod. Follow us on YouTube at the Jackson Juicy Podcast. Like, share, and subscribe. Just keep supporting, keep sharing the page, and we'll keep growing, you guys.
And we do want to thank our first guest, Angelica, for being on the podcast.
For sure.
Thanks for bringing me on.
Nah, 100%.
So again, we are going to be featuring other guests on the podcast as well. So look forward to that. We will be announcing everything on the Instagram. So make sure you're following that as well. All right.
With that is everything. We'll see you guys next week.